My name is Angela and I live in Texas. I've been married to my husband, Richard, for 12 years. Like most women, I believed in the sanctity of marriage. I gave him my loyalty, my strength, and my life. We weren't perfect, but I thought we had enough love to weather any storm. I was wrong.
Hello, my name is Keem. Before the story continues, I would like to welcome you to my channel. Here, you'll enjoy real-life revenge stories from all over the world. If you have a story you'd like me to share, feel free to send me an email. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Your support means so much, and together we can grow this family into something amazing. Now, let's continue the story.
It all started on a Wednesday evening. Richard came home smiling in a way I hadn't seen in months. Behind him stood a young woman, maybe in her late 20s. She had silky black hair, soft brown eyes, and the kind of beauty that made you stare without meaning to. "Angela," Richard said, "this is Maria. She's going to be helping around the house. You've been working too hard. I hired her as our new maid." I remember smiling politely, though something in my stomach twisted. A maid? Richard never cared about my workload before. But I swallowed my doubts. After all, what harm could a maid do? The first few weeks were quiet. Maria was polite, respectful, and almost too perfect. She cooked, cleaned, and even helped in the garden. But I started noticing things. My favorite perfume bottle was half empty, though I hadn't used it. My silk scarf disappeared. One night, I walked into the kitchen and found Maria drinking wine from my glass, her lips leaving a faint red stain. She quickly washed it and pretended nothing happened. Then came Richard. His behavior changed. He avoided me, spending late nights out, whispering on his phone, and locking his bedroom drawer, something he had never done before. When I asked, he brushed me off. "Work stress," he said, but his eyes told another story. One night I woke up thirsty. As I walked to the kitchen, I heard laughter from the living room. Quiet, intimate laughter. I stopped at the door. Richard and Maria sat close together on the couch, their knees touching. He whispered something in her ear, and she giggled like a schoolgirl. My heart broke in that moment, but I kept silent. I went back to bed, my hands trembling under the sheets. Things grew darker. A week later, I felt weak after dinner, my vision blurred and my chest burned. I rushed to the bathroom, vomiting violently. The next morning, I found powdery residue in my teacup. Maria had been serving my meals more often. It hit me. She wasn't just here to serve. She was here to replace me. I didn't confront them. Not yet. Instead, I played along. I let her believe I was blind. I let Richard think I was clueless. But inside, I was watching, planning. I started keeping a small recorder hidden in the kitchen. I left my phone camera running in the living room. What I captured made my blood boil. Richard kissing her, whispering how he wished I'd go away. Maria promising, "Don't worry, she'll be gone soon. Then I'll be your wife." The poison in my tea wasn't paranoia. It was real. For 2 months, I built my case. I collected recordings, videos, and even samples of the strange powder. I took them to a friend of mine who worked as a nurse. She tested it. Rat poison. Maria had been slipping rat poison into my food. I didn't cry anymore. I burned with rage. The opportunity came on Richard's birthday. He planned a big dinner with friends and family. Maria, bold as ever, dressed in a red gown, pretending to be nothing more than the maid. But I knew she expected that night to be her triumph. As the guests laughed and toasted, I stood. My hands shook, but my voice was steady. "Ladies and gentlemen," I began, "tonight isn't just about my husband's birthday. Tonight, I have a story to share. A story about betrayal, lies, and murder." The room fell silent. Richard's smile froze. Maria's eyes widened. I pressed play on the speaker I had hidden under the table. Richard's voice filled the room. "Just keep feeding it to her. She'll get weaker and weaker. Soon she'll be gone, and then we can start fresh." Then Maria's voice. "I promise, she won't last much longer. This house will be ours." Gasps filled the room. Richard jumped to his feet, shouting, "Angela, stop this nonsense." But I wasn't done. I pulled out the folder of test results, the video recordings on my phone, the evidence of poison. My friend, the nurse, stood beside me to confirm. The shock on their faces was priceless. Maria turned pale. Richard stuttered. Their secret was bleeding into the open, exposed before everyone they respected. And then I delivered the final blow. You see, I already filed for divorce. Richard, by tomorrow morning, everyone will know the truth. You won't just lose me, you'll lose your job, your reputation, everything you built. And Maria, you'll face the police. Poisoning isn't just betrayal. It's attempted murder. Silence. Pure, suffocating silence. Richard sank into his chair, his face red with shame. Maria burst into tears, begging for mercy. But mercy was gone from me. I walked out that night with my head held high, leaving them both choking on their own disgrace. I didn't need to kill them. Exposure was my revenge. And believe me, it hurt them more than death ever could. Never underestimate silence. Sometimes the most powerful revenge is not violence, but patience and proof. Instead of reacting in anger, Angela gathered evidence, exposed the betrayal publicly, and let the truth destroy her enemies. Betrayal may hurt, but wisdom and patience can turn pain into power. Evil plans often backfire when exposed to light. Dignity in revenge leaves a stronger mark than rage. When people try to destroy you in secret, don't rush. Stay calm, gather strength, and let the truth be the weapon that ends them.